Where's Father Lonigan? He should be here by now.
Sam, he's not late.
Well, where's David? He should be here too.
I'm sure they'll both be here soon.
Good. So I want this over with, and I mean now.
What is it, Sam? Why are you so tense?
I'm tense because I don't trust him, right? And I don't like it that he was worried about lying on the annulment application.
He was just having a problem with the question about whether he still loved me or not.
Grace, that's what I mean. If he says he still loves you, the annulment is off. And you'll still be married to a man you don't remember from your past. And I'll still be sleeping on the sofa.
Look, Sam, I know this is frustrating for you, but you know, it's frustrating for me too.
Look, like I said, I just want to get this over with. And I'm just waiting to see what David says on those papers about whether he still loves you or not. Grace, I'm telling you, I don't trust him. Not even a little bit.
Well, my partner in crime, how's it going with the plan?
What are you doing here, Ivy?
Checking up on you, of course, David. I want to make sure you're filling out that annulment survey exactly the way it should be filled out.
Don't trust me by now?
David, now didn't you tell me you were willing to go along with the plan to break up Sam and Grace because you love Grace?
That's right.
I just want to make sure you still feel that way. And you just fill out that little survey honestly, and the annulment won't go through.
Yeah, I know what I have to do.
Good. Then everything is working out perfectly. Soon I'll be with Sam, and you'll have Grace, and we'll both be with the people we love.
Teresa. Whitney, you are not going to believe this. Look what I found in Ethan's coat pocket. It's an engagement ring, and it's from the same store where Ethan bought me my first engagement ring. Whitney, he's going to ask me to marry him.
Damn it. Teresa, I can't listen to your fantasies right now. Okay, my whole life is falling apart. I have always been there for you, Teresa. Now I really need you to be there for me.
Ethan, hey.
Chad, thanks for helping me clean out the office, man. I just need to get some more boxes out of... What's wrong?
It's Whitney, man. It's just not gonna work. I mean, our relationship's over. For good.
I can't believe that Sheridan didn't call me and tell me what was going on.
Oh, I hope we're in time.
We've got to be.
I now pronounce you man and wife.
This can't be. It can't be too late. Antonio and Sheridan are married?
Well, I heard the Justice of the Peace say it, Luis. I guess they're married.
No, there's no way. It can't be too late. How could Sheridan do this to me?
Of the one who could sing so sweet, and I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
look, Sam, you're overreacting. No, when David said that he would get the annulment, he didn't realize that he would have to fill out a survey and swear that he doesn't love me anymore.
Yeah, well, now that he realizes it, he's stalling. He's trying to get out of signing those papers.
No! Sam, he's having a crisis of conscience. He doesn't want to lie to the church.
Why are you defending David? And why do you look so sad? This should be the happiest day of our lives.
I am not sad, and I am not defending David. Okay, look, it is sad. I mean, if David still loves me and he's signing away our marriage, then it's sad for him.
Well, look, I'm sorry, but that can't be helped. You have amnesia. You don't remember being married to him.
No, I don't. But obviously he does, and I feel sorry for him.
Okay, well, you feel sorry for him. But Grace, we've been married for over 20 years. I'm tired of sleeping apart. Look, I want my wife back. My life back. Look, as far as I'm concerned, I'm the only husband that you've ever known. And I'm not gonna give you up, Grace. Listen, I love you. And I'm not gonna let anyone keep us apart any longer.
I don't know why I ever expect you to be different. My own naivete, I suppose.
Different?
You constantly amaze me with your complete disregard for other people's feelings. Your willingness to hurt and manipulate innocent people.
Well, you know what they say, David. All's fair in love and war.
Well, no, that's not what you were thinking when Teresa was doing everything in her power to trap your precious son, Ethan, was it?
That was different. Ethan was innocent. Teresa was taking advantage of that.
Oh, but Sam and Grace aren't innocent.
You know, none of this is relevant, David. I just want to discuss the annulment papers. You will fill them out properly, won't you?
I'm fighting with my conscience on this one, Ivy.
Why don't you forget your stupid conscience, David? I know you love Grace.
I love you so much.
I could never feel about anyone the way I feel about you, David.
Yes, I love Grace, and I want Grace. But I'm not going to lie and cheat to get her love. And I'm not going to destroy her family for my own happiness. So you know what? I've decided I'm not going to help you tear apart Sam and Grace.
I've never seen you like this.
Well, I'm sorry, Teresa. I mean, I don't mean to put a damper on your romantic fantasies, but just because Ethan had a ring in his pocket doesn't mean that he's going to propose to you.
Well, what else could it mean, Whitney?
Maybe the ring is for Gwen. I mean, she is the one that he's been sleeping with every single night, right?
That's just temporary, okay? It is not for her, it's for me. Ethan loves me, I know it. He finally realized that he can't spend his life without me.
You just can't get a grip onto reality, can you? I mean, you can't even come close.
Why are you acting like this? Whitney, what's going on?
Why don't I tell you a little bit of reality, okay? My grandfather wanted my father to become a champion tennis player. And when my dad got injured and couldn't be a tennis player anymore, my grandfather died of a broken heart. Then I came along, and my dad saw that I had the same talent for tennis that he had. So now I have to uphold the family dreams. My father and my grandfather's. Just forget all about mine. Forget about the man that I love. I have to take care of everybody else's dreams. And I can't take it anymore, Teresa. I can't just sacrifice my whole life. I just can't.
Chad, what happened?
I tried talking to Whitney. It was just a waste of time. But she's so focused on her father's dreams that she won't even think about going after her own.
She loves you. I know she does.
I guess that's not important. She told her father, her mother, and Simone that she didn't love me. And she ain't gonna go back and tell them any different.
Chad, I'm sorry.
Maybe I'm a fool. Maybe she really doesn't love me.
No. No, I don't believe that.
I began to wonder. Anyway, I told Whitney I was through.
Through?
Yeah, through with everything. Through with the lies, the sneaking around, the pretending to be in love with Simone. I thought it was over. If a woman can't stand up for the love she feels for her man, then it's over, right?
No. No. And if you give up on Whitney, you'll be making the biggest mistake of your life.
There's no way that I'm gonna let this happen.
Please, shh. They will hear you. They're married now. And you just have to accept it.
Yeah, to hell with that.
Listen, and remember Antonio's condition. Sheridan is in a terrible place. She can't tell Antonio that she's still in love with you. That's right. If she had, she could have caused him to die prematurely.
I know. But damn it, this just isn't right. And I'll bet Antonio deliberately took her up here to get married. I bet Sheridan didn't even have any idea.
Well, it's too late. Just too late. Try to calm down.
Like hell I will. What the hell is going on here? Elise. Oh, I'm so glad you made it. How could you? How could you?
What happened to get you so upset? What happened when you and Chad talked?
Nothing. Nothing changed. He still can't forgive me for not telling everyone that I'm in love with him.
I'm really sorry. I thought that you guys could work it out.
Well, we didn't. And I don't think that we ever will.
So what are you saying? You don't think I did the right thing?
No. No, I don't. Look, it's a little public out here. Why don't we go in the conference room and talk about it?
Something's not right here. Hey, Trish, would you do me a favor? Would you put up outer order signs in the floor lobbies for car number 3?
What's wrong with it?
Well, I gotta check the cables, but something's not right, and I don't want to take any chances. I don't want anybody getting on this car.
Sure, no problem. But it's after hours, so there probably aren't that many people left in the building anyway. I'll make up some signs right away.
Thanks.
I can't believe you don't agree with me, Ethan. I mean, what's the point in beating a dead horse?
Whitney's worth it.
For how long? At what cost? I can't stay with a woman who's putting everyone else's needs ahead of her own. I mean, what about my dreams for a life with Whitney? She's so worried about hurting her father, she doesn't even care about hurting me.
Aren't you doing the same thing?
What?
Putting your needs and your wants ahead of Whitney's needs. I mean, you want her to be honest with her parents and Simone. But when she can't, you just decide you're gonna leave her.
Like I said, I can't keep banging my head against a brick wall.
Chad, think about her predicament. Look, she loves her family, right? She doesn't want to hurt her father or her sister. But she's torn because she's in love with you. I mean, think about her pain. And you have to do whatever you can to help her deal with that. On her time frame, not yours. If you truly love her, you have to put Whitney first. Even if what she's doing is hurting you.
Elise, I know you're upset. No, you have no idea. How could you do this?
Is there something wrong here? Because you're ruining the end of the ceremony for our other young couple.
Your other couple? I'm sorry, never mind. So So you two aren't married?
Not yet, Luis. You guys are just in time.
You thought Antonio and I were already married?
Yeah.
Look, I know why you're upset. Because you thought we were going to have a big family wedding instead of eloping like this. But you know what? Everything's great now. See, you can stand up for me. Beth can be Sheridan's maid of honor.
Or her maid of honor.
Yeah, it'll be great. Look, nothing could be better than having you two here watching Sheridan and I exchange our vows.
No, you're not going to get married. And I'm not going to allow it.
I cannot believe you have changed your mind.
Yeah, well, believe me, I'm gonna give Sam and Grace their annulment, and I'm gonna give them their lives back.
You will do no such thing. Or have you forgotten the information I have on your past?
You know what? The lies have to stop somewhere, Ivy, and they stop right here, right now.
Then you're a fool.
I've already made my mind up, Ivy. I want Grace, but only if I don't have to use lies and deceptions to get her. I only want Grace if she decides she wants to be married to me, not Sam.
Sam, I wish you would stop assuming that David is out to wreck our marriage.
Well, isn't he? Grace, if I were a man who found the wife that I lost over 20 years ago, but I saw that she was very happily married with a family, I would have walked away.
Really, Sam? You know, I'm not so sure about that.
Well, look, maybe I would have tried to find out if it was possible for us to get back together. But when I found out that it wasn't possible, I would have left the woman alone, let her be happy.
So David will do the right thing. He won't stand in the way of the annulment.
You seem to think that he's a pretty noble character.
Yeah, I do think he's noble. In fact, the more I get to know him, the more I realize why I married him so many years ago.
You really feel that way?
Yes, I do.
Is David so wonderful and noble that you're having second thoughts about the annulment? Is that why you look so sad today? You're having regrets? Grace, do you want to stay married to David?
You can't mean that you're giving up, all right? You and Chad are meant to be together. Just like Ethan and I are meant to be together.
I don't care anymore, Teresa. I just want everything to be over with. Because I can't make anyone happy. No matter what I do, I'm letting someone down.
I don't know, man. You're asking me to give up a lot.
What are you giving up? A little time, maybe? So Whitney can figure out how to deal with the problem?
How much time?
I don't know. But the bottom line, Chad, is if you love her, if you really love her, you'll do whatever you have to do to hold on to her, no matter what.
I gotta say, I'm surprised to hear you say that.
Well, I've been thinking a lot about love and women recently, especially loving the right woman. You're never gonna guess who's got me thinking about all this.
Who?
Julian.
You kidding me?
No. It was the night of the party, the night when everyone was having those strange visions. I caught him in the library, and he was different. I mean, he talked to me. He really talked to me. And he never spoke to me that way, even when I thought I was his son.
It's freaking me out, man. I mean, Julian giving you pops to son advice?
I know, it's weird. But he told me how important it was to be careful in choosing the woman that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. He told me that the woman that you decide to marry can make all the difference in your life. And I know you love Whitney. You need to think about it, Chad. Can you really imagine your whole life with anyone except Whitney?
Luis, what do you mean you won't allow it? What are you talking about?
You can't get married. That's all.
Well, we are getting married. And I'm glad that you two are here to share it with us.
Antonio...
Look, I think Luis is just upset that your mother isn't here, or Teresa, or Miguel.
Look, Luis, I know how you feel. I was going back and forth between whether or not we should elope or have a big family wedding, and I just didn't want to wait any longer. I wanted to be married to Sheridan now. And we can have a big reception when we get back from our honeymoon. I'm sure Mama and the whole family will be happy, and we'll have that church wedding when we get back then, too. That'll make Mama happy.
Brian.
Liz?
Hello, Brian. Oh, I mean, Antonio.
What are you doing here?
Oh, well, Diana called and invited me. I mean, Sheridan.
It's so great to see you. You remember Beth and Luis, right?
Oh, yes. I was so anxious to see that they let me tag along.
No way, this is incredible. Can you believe it? I mean, Diana turning out to be Sheridan Crane.
I know. It is unbelievable.
There are no more secrets anymore. Sheridan knows all about my past, and she knows who she is now. And our lives are perfect now. No more secrets.
Antonio, look, there's something that we gotta straighten out here, okay?
Mr. Lopez Fitzgerald.
Oh, are you ready for us? Because we're ready for you.
Well, no, as a matter of fact, I just got a call and I'm going to have to attend to something right away. So I'm afraid we'll have a small delay in your service for a short time.
Oh, no, you're kidding me.
Well, I'm sorry. Terribly sorry.
You know what? Actually, it works out fine because I just had a friend come in to visit and we can catch up.
I promise. I'll get back as soon as I can.
Okay, thank you.
You know what? Why don't we go get a cup of coffee? That way you can catch me up on everything that's been happening.
You know what, Liz? That's a great idea. You don't mind, do you?
No, of course not. Go right ahead.
Sharon, what the hell is going on here? Well, Antonio thinks you're really gonna marry him.
Luis.
You gonna tell me or not? What the hell is going on?
Wait a minute. You know what's going on. Antonio totally surprised me with this elopement. I had no idea until we got to the restaurant.
Yeah, well, what would happen if I hadn't shown up? You married him?
But you did show up. That's why I called you.
You called me?
Yes, of course I called you. I panicked. I didn't know what else to do. I figured if you showed up, you could stop this.
Well, I never got your message.
Well, isn't that why you're here?
No. I'm here because I was worried about you because you never came back. So I called the restaurant at the inn, and they said you were on your way here to marry Antonio.
Strange that you didn't get my message.
Luis, it's me. You have got to help me. Antonio has sprung the surprise on me. He wants us to elope today, right now. I don't know how to get out of it. I've been stalling like crazy, but I've run out of excuses. I can't stop him. I don't know what to do, Luis. Please, you have got to help me. Call me back on my cell. You know what? Better yet, come to the wedding chapel in Pelican Harbor and stop this.
To hear this message again, press 5. To save it, press 6. To erase it, press 7.
Lucky number 7.
It doesn't matter. The important thing is that I did get here and was able to stop the wedding.
Yeah, thank goodness you did.
Well, what if I didn't? Would you have married him?
Oh, Luis, it was awful. I mean, Antonio had me backed into a corner. But I tried to talk him out of it. I tried telling him how disappointed your mother would be, how I wanted to have a big wedding with all my friends and your family, but he just wouldn't listen.
Oh, it's all right. Because you can't get married without a marriage license, and well, I know you would have never signed one of those.
Luis, there's something I have to tell you.
this? You signed the marriage license. You were gonna marry him.
God, that cable's so frayed he could break it any second. Hey, Trish, this is Roy. I need you to hurry up with those out-of-order signs. This elevator's in a lot worse shape than I thought. And make sure they say danger and get them up ASAP, okay?
I'm finishing them up right now.
Thanks. Oh, this is a disaster waiting to happen. Anybody gets on this car, they'll be killed.
I hear where you're coming from. But I can't change the way Whitney feels.
She loves you, doesn't she?
Not enough. Not enough to choose me over her family.
Like I said before, maybe she just needs time to deal with this problem, Chad. But don't throw away the one woman that could make you happy for the rest of your life.
Look, I don't want to throw her away. But we talked. I talked myself blue. Trying to find out when she'd be ready to tell them the truth. And the answer was, probably never.
I just don't want to see you give up on the relationship.
I didn't give up. She did. Look, I'm sorry. I told you I'd help you pack up the things, but I gotta get out of here. I just can't handle seeing Whitney again.
It's okay, I understand.
Thanks. And thanks for the advice. But I'm just gonna go home, chill out, and try to figure out what to do next.
Chad, I wish you'd stay and you'd talk some more.
I'm sorry, man. I gotta get out of here. Where's this elevator?
No, Sam, I don't want to be married to David. I want to be married to you. You're the only man I want to be married to. But I'm not going to lie to you. I see the good in David. And I know that if I hadn't gotten amnesia, that he and I would have had a wonderful life together.
Better than the life that you and I have had?
Let me ask you a question. That vision that you and Ivy shared, did that make you think that you would have had a better life with her than you do with me?
Of course not. Look, Grace, I don't want to fight
Look, Sam,
with you.
I don't want to fight either. Okay, but we're just both so on edge. You know, those bizarre visions we had have just got us so tense.
I just hope you're right about David and he does the right thing. I hope he doesn't do anything to those papers that will mess it up and keep that from happening.
You know, you're not just a fool, David. You're a fool living in a fantasy land. You ought to get a house there with Teresa.
I know you're disappointed, Ivy.
No, David, I'm not disappointed. Because this is not over. Now you listen to me. Because I'm going to tell you the way things are going to be. My vision of my life with Sam is all I ever think about. And I am not going to let anything stop me from being with him. I am not going to let anything stop me from being a family with him and Ethan.
Can you make Sam love you? Can you make Sam stop loving Grace?
He does still love me, and he will realize that just as soon as he and Grace are apart. And I am not going to let some little crisis of conscience stand in my way of getting what I want. Now you look in my eyes, David. I will do whatever it takes to get what I want. I will lie, and I will cheat, and I will steal, and God help me, I will kill if I have to. But I hope no one pushes me to do that.
You're mad. I can see that now.
No, David. I'm perfectly sane. Just very determined. You don't want to know what I have already done to make Sam mine.
Yeah, you're right. I don't want to know.
Now you will do whatever it takes to tear Sam and Grace apart.
or I will ruin your life, David. I will ruin your son's life, David. You don't want to cross me, or you're going to regret it. I swear you will.
What's up with this?
It's an old building. They're slow. Chad, look. I think you should change your mind. I think you're making a big mistake giving up on Whitney.
Like I said, I didn't give up on her. She gave up on me.
That is from your perspective. Think about it. If you were in a difficult situation, would you want her to give up on you? Wouldn't you want her to do everything she could do in order to reach out to you?
I have reached out to her.
Then you need to reach again. And you need to keep trying. You can never, ever give up on the woman that you love.
All right. I'll talk to her one more time. I don't know if it's going to do any good, but I'll talk to her again.
Good. Because if you really love her, find a way to reach her.
Yeah, I hope you're right.
I need you to help me get through this because I don't have anyone else to talk to, you know?
I will, Whitney. You know I will, okay? But something is gonna happen, you know? Something is gonna make this all work out.
What? I mean, what, are you gonna call up that fairy godmother that always seems to come rescue you?
No. Chad's gonna forgive you. And the two of you are gonna talk this out together.
No, it's not gonna happen, Teresa. My sister thinks that Chad is in love with her, and I will not let him tell her the truth. And now I have to worry about breaking my father's heart, too. All I see are things getting worse, Teresa. Either I spend my life without Chad, or I tear apart my whole entire family's dreams.
You know, I still don't believe that this is hopeless, Whitney. Things are never hopeless.
God, I wish I had your optimism. But I don't. I just don't believe it. I can't take it anymore. Okay, this is all just too frustrating. I just know that something has got to change. I can't make anyone happy. I can't even make myself happy, and no one even cares about that. I mean, when can I be happy? Huh? When do I get a chance to be happy?
Sheridan, you signed it. You were actually going to marry my brother. Oh, did you want to marry him?
No. Luis, I only want to marry you. I love you, only you.
Oh, thank God, because I thought for a minute there that you would actually marry him just because he had you backed into a corner. You wouldn't do that, would you? Sheridan, you weren't going to marry my brother, were you? Were you?
Whitney? What should I do? Should I go after her?
No, she's really upset. Just give her a minute to calm down.
I'm sure she'll be all right.
Come on, what is taking this thing so long? I gotta get out of here.
David, come on in.
Hey there, Grace.
Did you finish all the questions on the annulment paper?
Yes.
So how do you feel about it? I mean, did you answer them all honestly and openly?
I answered them the way I thought they should be answered.
Oh, the hell you did. You answered that you still love Grace.
Sam.
You are trying to sabotage the annulment. Let me see the papers.
These papers are between me, Grace, and God.
You bastard. You did sabotage the annulment.
You look well, Brian. I mean, Antonio. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Well, I feel great. I've never been happier. My relationship with Sheridan is like... It's like New England in the fall. Just beautiful. Perfect. And I know our life is gonna be perfect, too.
She really loves you.
Of course she really loves me. She loves me more than anything in the world. And there's nothing that's gonna stop us from getting married tonight. She and I are gonna have a wonderful, wonderful life together.
Sheridan, why don't you answer me? Is that what you were planning to do? Are you gonna marry my brother?
Yes. Luis, I was gonna marry him. I was going to say I do.